All right. So this is my ad campaign for the Lincoln Avenue Brewery. So a little background. So the mission is to express the and share the love for craft beers and good food in that area. They've been there for a while. For 4 years now since 2019. So bringing that Bellevue community together through the love of craft beers and good food. Their products are their craft beers, as I mentioned before, and the handcrafted cocktails that they have that they take great pride in. They also have branded merch that they have throughout the store, throughout the brewery that you can see. And it's a variety of stuff from cups to shirts to you name it. Positioning, they're the pioneer of the craft beer in the Bellevue community, and they're right there in the center of Bellevue, right there on Lincoln Ave, as their name depicts. So a little bit about their SWOT analysis. So some of the strengths that they have are they're a family and community environment. You walk in there, you can tell right away that they're a family-driven business. They love their community. They're very prideful in Bellevue, and they're also in a great location. Accessible from many different parts of Pittsburgh. They're right, near the epicenter of Pittsburgh, so it's easy to get to from a lot of different places and a short commute from all over the city. Some of the weaknesses are lack of experience, and a lack of operation time. They have only been around since 2019. They only have a 4-year lifespan so far, which could lead to a lack of experience. Maybe not making the right decisions in the early stages of their operation. Maybe they could have optimized some things better. Some opportunities to run some more locally ran events, play on that part of being from Pittsburgh, having a good community and having a good, family environment. Also collaborate with other celebrities or businesses. There's so many celebrities in the Pittsburgh area that surely would love to collaborate, love to learn more about the brewery, see what it's about. And also there's so many opportunities for business, whether it be a business happy hour or, just making a connection, through the love of beer, the love of food. That's a great opportunity that they could tap into. Some threats, other breweries, it's breweries have become a very hot commodity in these last couple years. The love for craft beer has only grown and it's going to continue to grow, which also will take away from my next threat, which is the regular beer distributors. There are people that still, love their regular beer, whether it be, Budweiser or Michelob Ultra, whatever it is. This is always going to be a threat for breweries. But if they can try and, stay edgy, create their own, craft beers and try and stay up to date, that they could take care of this threat. And just advancements in the alcohol industry. Seltzers are becoming a big deal in the alcohol industry, and there's obviously liquors and different types of spirits and wine that they'll always have to compete with, but just different advancements and different technology that takes over the alcohol industry. So I did the market demographics for just the city of Pittsburgh. I feel as if Bellevue is a good representation of Pittsburgh. So it was easier to find, more accurate information on the full city of Pittsburgh. So the age is the median age. These are all medians. They're 34 years old. I had a 50-50 split from male and female from the data that I got. In terms of race and ethnicity, 65% white, 23% black, 5% Asian, 3% Hispanic or Latino. And the average household income is 54,300. So as I mentioned, in terms of some of the threats, it's similar in the competition that, there's the direct competition of the local brewing companies, Southern Tier, Cinderlands, and Aslan Beer, just to name a few. And also in terms of their food, there's so many restaurants in Bellevue. there's so many restaurants on Lincoln Ave specifically that they have to compete with on a day-to-day basis. But indirectly, beer distributors, liquor distributors, and supermarkets, as I mentioned before, some of the indirect competition and indirect threats that Lincoln Avenue Brewery has. So the value proposition, highlight local talent by getting local people into the brewery. So, the market objectives are to increase brand awareness. Some Yinzers that don't know about the brewery, get them acclimated with what they do at Lincoln Avenue. See what it's like, and Yinzers love that family environment, that local talent environment. And I think that this will play very well into what Yinzers are looking for. Search for a new customer base, so really we want to use the local talent of comedians and musicians in the area that are Pittsburgh born and bred, and give them a chance to get out there and show what they have, and have it be some entertainment, for the customers. So using them to gain a new customer base who might not have heard of the brewery before. And doing this will build brand loyalty, continue to accommodate the current customers that they have, who will appreciate the effort that's made to get some entertainment for the community, and hopefully, build some new brand loyalty with some new customers. So the target market strategy: look for people who can enjoy craft beer and enjoy some good entertainment. Also, people who have a lot of Pittsburgh pride, who will enjoy the local entertainment that we will be bringing. There will be a wide range of entertainment, from music to stand-up comedians, who allow for a wider range of customers. There might be people, Lincoln Avenue Brewery has had some music in the past, and it's been successful. But maybe there are people that don't like live music, think it's too loud, or whatever it may be, and they want to have a stand-up comedian that might be more their speed. So it'll reach a wider range of customers. Obviously, we're looking for people that are of age to be able to drink. So we're looking for people that are of the age of 21. So we can keep it an adult function, with given the live music and the stand-up comedians. We would prefer that, it would be, people who are of age that are going to be purchasing drinks. So the branding perception, we want to be perceived as a fun company, who likes to support homegrown talent. As I've mentioned, throughout this presentation, that's the main key. Get these homegrown people, to support them, and allow them to show some love to the brewery. We want to be a brewery that has great food and drinks, but also great entertainment. We want to bring in people who are talented, that are going to put on a good show. We also want to build connections in the community through trust and laughter. So the advertising distribution, we're going to do our one hero advertisement, and then we're going to have 3 social media posts that are going to be put out, throughout a day, 2 days, 3 days, posted on our Instagram account. So here's our hero ad. I think it does a good job of embodying exactly what we're looking for. We're going to have comedians and singers and musicians, and really it's going to be just to come support local talent. There's going to be an open mic night where people can come show what they have, and show what they can do, and it'll be a good opportunity to get people out of the house and get people to support the brewery. So our 3 social media posts will be back to back to back, where it says "Tap Your Foot," and it'll be the musician, and then it'll be "Have a Laugh," where we'll have the stand-up comedian, and then it'll be our craft beers and our great food, and it'll just say "Kick back and relax and enjoy the show." So our key performance indicators, what will be showing us that we're staying on track. Really, the number of attendees to these events that take place. This would be obviously a great key performance indicator if the events are working, the events are, worth the time that we're putting into them. The overall brand awareness and the merchandise sales, are people sporting the Lincoln Avenue Brewery? Are we putting our sales out there, and are we getting people who are marketing for us on the street? And our engagement in the social media posts and the clicks on the Instagram platforms. This will also be a good gauge of if our social media plan is working and if our 3 posts are doing their job. And finally, the next steps, further collaborations with big names. We want to have, continue to grow and continue to get bigger names, and grow in that facet. And also there's a possibility for expansion, given, the ability to have more staff and more support and financially be able to support it. This would be a great thing for Lincoln Avenue Brewery to be able to expand into another platform. So that's all I have, and thank you very much for your time.